All right.
Hooray!
Feels like it's been 13 years since Volume 7 because this year has simultaneously not happened and taken forever to happen.
It's been a year.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. But
It's been
we
like
are
3
back.
years.
And
Exactly.
yes, we are back, and we got one newcomer for the reviews. We got Blake here, so that ought to be fun.
You noob.
Trying to make it fun.
It feels like I forgot how we used to do these reviews. Pretty much, it feels like it's been that long. It's weird. But
You don't watch your own content?
I hate seeing myself in my own content, editing and stuff. I hate it. I can't stand looking at myself on video. I hate it.
But you did yesterday to find funny Among Us moments. You did.
That's because that was funny. All right. Every now and then I have shining moments. But I guess we could just go around and talk about a couple of minor things that we really liked and then go from there. Blake, go ahead, since you're newest.
Oh god, for that opening. That whole opening, I was like, yes.
It was really good. It was really good. We'll get to something else I have to say about that later, but
there's a lot in that, but it was good overall.
Yeah. Raven? Oh, we got 6 people watching. Holy crap. Okay, go ahead.
I like just like slowly when they're panning through the city, how many different faunus. Like the mole man one that helped Oscar there.
That one was weird. That was the first one that had like full on limbs.
Yeah, I've never seen that
interesting.
until now.
Yeah.
Unless I wasn't paying attention enough. But I like the faunus they were showing.
For sure. Summer.
So I'm just saying one thing I like right now because I have a couple.
Okay.
Look, so I always gush over the improvements of animation. I'm going to gush over something really, really small.
The very start of the episode?
Shut up. So, yes. The very start of this episode was really interesting. Just with that whole scrubbing sound and then the transition into it being Cinder scratching her fingers on the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I feel like the character animations have improved a little bit too. And more so in personality. So in the beginning, when they're running into Robin Hill's hideout or whatever that is, we get to see Ruby, Maria, and Oscar running in. Oscar slowly stumbles so he can stop and let Maria in first.
Oh, yeah,
it's
nice.
so small and minor, but it's like
the little things.
It's like little farm.
It's the little things.
Has very good manners.
He's trying to be nice. What's up, Danny? We see you there. I thought you were going to mention something else when animation-wise. I thought you were going to mention just how good that water effect was on...
No, I was. I'm not done, sir.
Sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
Anywho, yeah, the water animation. You kind of ruined it for me now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they did fix Weiss's braid.
Yeah.
Because it was very, so they did a lot of improvement with the animation.
I need to ask this because I was really staring at her hair this episode. Has she always had that little detailing of blue for the shading?
I think so. It was harder to notice.
Because when you look at her braid, like where it should be like shaded at, there's a faint blue, kind of like how they do a slight red for Ruby, but it's a blue-ish tint for her shading. I don't know if it's always been there. I just really noticed it this episode.
I actually didn't notice in earlier seasons. I just, as the animation got better, I noticed less shading effects that they were doing. They made it more subtle.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
It was more like a gradient versus shading. Huh? I'll have to look at that. I had no idea.
Okay, I'm dead now.
No, it's good. Just I'm very happy. The one thing that was like, I got the 2-second interaction that I got between Harriet and in Winter. I really badly not want Harriet to be a douchebag anymore.
I think that whole scene made everybody like smell
a meme that I made specifically for that scene. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, please show your meme because I'm sure everybody thought it as soon as it happened.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
I don't remember seeing your meme.
Oh, I'll show. Well, here we can go.
It was in the Discord because I muted the Discord for a bit to take the screenshot.
Well, we could go right into the pictures. Ironware's action, dude. Danny, we will get to his actions in the hallway. Don't you worry, buddy. But we'll go through pictures a little bit if we're gonna take this gradually. But we always send in pictures and stuff like that of what we want to go through. I collaged a bunch of them to make this a little bit more professional.
Yes. Oh my god, these shots are so good, guys.
I love the most that they added Zwei and Yang's photo just to have them there.
Like,
well, because those are all different moments for them. Like that's just RWBY at the grave from what is that, volume 3?
Yeah.
Then we have Weiss's second character short. Blake's that's her first character short, right? Just
it's just newly animated.
Just an HD version, and then that's Yang's newer character short too.
From 5, I think.
Yeah. Oh, they're just so good, and Yang looks so cute.
She does, but more from that animation. We want to talk about callbacks to stuff.
Yeah.
I noticed that. I saw that.
Also, when they like fell down, didn't that happen in like the second or third opening? I forgot which one.
I know there's one.
I know one season opening, like they were like falling down.
Yeah. What is it? Volume 3.
Yeah, they all fell down. And they're like trying to like hold each other's hands as they were falling down.
3, where they're falling down in like a rotoscoping kind of thing.
Yeah, that were. I just started that instantly once they fell down.
Oh yeah, for sure. Speaking of the actions in the hallway, Danny. Yes, RJ, they are good shots. I had to make this.
I saw that one already.
Oh, jeez.
Like that's so good. Yeah, but we got other stuff to go through here. That is Cinder. That is just Cinder.
I was like, yo, it's
Cinderella. It's straight out of Cinderella.
Exactly. I was like, they're finally just nailing it on the head that she's Cinderella. I'm like,
because a lot of people want Cinder backstory.
Oh,
I was gonna say that just means, unfortunately, for those of us who don't care much for Cinder, we're gonna get a whole lot of Cinder.
Okay.
I feel like the same thing. We're gonna get a backstory for Cinder where we sympathize with her in some way.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, look, if
the
they
same thing with Salem.
That's fine.
Yeah. Cinder as a villain, I am beyond done with. She is not needed. If you're going to do something interesting with her, then yes. But she has just been, damn it, RWBY and her little dog too for like 4 seasons.
I feel like her story is done the same way with Torchwick. Like Torchwick was just there, and then that's it. He got killed off, and that was it.
Yeah, it was fine that they did it that way. But there was another one before we get too far about the actions in the hallway.
Yes.
There was another one I made that I was pretty proud of.
See, that is exactly what I thought of as soon as it happened. I was like, well, he did say he would shoot you if you were one of his men.
Exactly.
Later on I saw that callback, and I was like, oh my god.
But technically the guy he shot wasn't one of Ironwood's men.
Yes, but he'll shoot anybody.
Yeah, I sent in like the screenshot. He said like he will do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And then like he killed him.
Since we're talking about that moment, it was nice that during his little speech to Winter, they did an instrumental version of the hero song.
Yes, I love that.
I was
about to say like, yo, that
was very good.
Music.
But this ties into another shot from the intro.
Tin Man's losing his mind.
Oh,
going directly into that where all of his pawns are disappearing.
Yeah,
that was really good.
Oh, there's a lot I want to say to that part when we get there. There's so much symbolism.
Yeah.
This intro is great.
Yeah. Like little shots like this, they're still looking out for each other. That's why it's like when everyone's like, they're going to split up, they're going to hate each other. I'm like, no, they're siblings. They'll be fine.
Yeah, I sent you stuff like I thought it was like consistent with them.
No.
I was going to say, I see it more like Yang's taking up her kind of leadership role along with RWBY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that's pretty accurate. What else we got from the intro? We get to see a little bit of a Mass Effect armor set for like Winter coming. That I thought was kind of cool.
Let's just point out all the Winter cosplayers are a few of my friends who cosplay Winter are not too happy right now that they have to edit their outfits again.
Edit their outfits, yeah, I can imagine.
Dude, that
whole scene.
That is so
those wings.
Everything about this.
The wings remind me of the dragon from that attacked Beacon.
Yeah, that literally just to me is like the grim version of Sarah Kerrigan from StarCraft.
Yes.
Oh man. We got some other stuff. This was another really good poignant shot. There's also that shot that has the lightning bolt going across her eyes.
Yeah, I sent you that one. I thought that was
Go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because that was. I sent you two like between them in the opening because that like struck me a lot.
Yeah, I know. The flower going past her that she misses. And then
because I know like the symbol of Ren has a flower, so I thought that that could be a sign something happened to Ren, and the lightning bolt flash for Nora and like her eyes. I was like, if something happens there, I might cry.
Like the final spark that happened.
Yeah, so I felt like something like that's a sign like something bad's gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
this whole
we're definitely supposed to get that whole Nora backstory now.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah, that's true.
And it definitely seems like she's gonna have more of a leading role just based on the fact that she does show up in the opening quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And she was very vocal in this episode.
And she was.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'm just looking at the comments.
Daddy Ironwood lost
it. This whole intro.
They kill off Nora all bust. Daddy Ironwood lost it. Go ahead.
Oh, Lord.
But this whole intro did give me vibes that we might lose someone else this season.
Oh, I have a very good feeling.
I feel like someone is going to die this volume. I feel like someone is going to die.
Like main character wise, I'm not too hesitant, but I feel like it's like Maria or the Doctor, not Watts, the other one.
Pietro.
Oh, Pietro. Yeah,
I've said many times that the show will literally break my heart in two if they kill Pietro the way that I think that they would and possibly should. Mm-hmm. They've openly said that Penny is living because she has Pietro's aura.
So
and if he gives it one
Penny, that's it.
That's it, because I could see Pietro literally giving the last bit of his life to let Penny live again.
Yeah. So to make Ty sad, I do kind of think that might happen just because in the intro, you have that whole scene of Watts against the mirror, and when he looks through it, whatever.
It's Pietro.
It's Pietro. Pietro then looks over to Penny, and there's that little flash like something took over her.
No, so there's also a shattering of the glass behind it.
I think that whole theory of Watts is gonna hack Penny is gonna happen. It's gonna happen from Watts through Pietro.
Yeah, he'll do it on accident somehow.
Just to make it even more sad.
Yeah.
I feel like someone's gonna die this off. I'm kind of one that might be an asshole. I want someone in the inner circle. Like I don't want Nora to die, but or Ren, but I feel like it's necessary.
Yeah,
they killed off main characters before.
So that's what I feel. I feel like that's just gonna happen. I feel like a main character is gonna die.
And everyone in Team Juniper, their person they're based off of, is known for having horrible deaths associated.
I
have to step away.
Team Juniper definitely has the most likely ones.
Yeah, because like Nora involves a scorpion. Just saying.
And
that's why I feel like somebody.
Thank you for that reminder.
Main character has to die for some, because everyone's saying really calm with Sam, so I feel like something's gotta happen where like they get worked up and like Sam takes that opportunity.
Yeah, I got a feeling, and man, it'd be really messed up if we finally get Cinder's backstory and then like Neo somehow gets pissed and kills her. I don't know how.
I'd be okay with that.
I don't think Neo would.
No,
I'm waiting to see.
What is this whole episode? I feel like she won't do like she won't kill Cinder or anything. I feel like
I don't see a reason for her to kill Cinder. I feel if anything, it's giving us an idea of why all her little followers tend to view her differently than how Cinder likes to present their relationships. Like her and Emerald. Clearly there's some more closer connection there.
Yeah, I feel like with the Cinder backstory, might find out more about Emerald.
The only reason I'm saying that is that at the start of the last volume, Neo helped Cinder for the specific reason that she promised her immediately she would get her hands on Ruby, because she would then tell Salem that, hey, she helped me. What is the first thing Cinder does?
We all knew she was going to take the credit. We all knew Cinder was like, oh, look what I did.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
say,
then Neo's
like,
just
give me
like,
brownie points again. We all knew
I'm the kind of person that eventually I think Neo's going to
That's
get
literally what
sick
she was
of
really
not getting what she
saying, like-
wants. That's just me, but
I see Neo becoming like Switzerland, the neutral country, and going to the other side or
That's
fighting
what
on
I
her
feel.
own.
I feel like she's just gonna backstab Cinder and like help Ruby because this is how her reaction was with everything that whole like part.
And she holds a lot of information.
she does. And what I want to
So-
happen, which kind of brings into Liam's question here of Neo ever getting a voice. If she does, she's voiced by Casey.
Yeah.
Technically, what I would want to happen is for Neo to somehow get the Relic of Knowledge and ask how Torchwick died and see that Ruby didn't kill him and that it was point blank lied to by Cinder.
Unless he takes the lamp and asks Jean.
That's what I'm saying. I want that to happen so bad because if there's all of a sudden face turn for Neo to where she's just like, okay, all of you have been screwing with me the entire time. I don't like them, but I'm going to help them.
Like, can you imagine? That'd be funny.
It would. The last bit of information the lamp is used for is to find out Torchwick's death, so they can't use it as a cheat code anymore. That'd be pretty good.
But I feel like she'll find out like another way. Like what really happened. I feel like she'll like find out.
I have a feeling there's a recording somewhere in Ironwood's collection from the fight.
It could be. They would just have to salvage it from like a black box or something because that's how one of his carrier went down immediately before, well, right after he became.
You don't think they upload everything to the cloud? Just like how you can, there's a few other things we can talk about later. I know we'll get to that.
Well, I get that, but if they were going to upload all that stuff, then they would be able to tell everybody exactly what happened at Beacon, and they have no footage from anything from Beacon. That's why no one knows what happened.
That they want to release. It's like Area 51 with the aliens.
Yeah, no, I get that, but everyone's panicking because they don't know what happens. And Ironwood says he could release stuff, he would, because then they wouldn't panic.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So they've made it known that they've if Salem could bring back Singer's voice, it could be put. She didn't really bring her voice back. She just finally stopped being a douchebag and talked. In my opinion, I don't think she magically did something because she could talk to Emerald in those scenes. She just didn't talk to Salem. Am I wrong about that? Or am I missing something?
I thought she didn't talk at all.
She whispered talk to Emerald, and Emerald voiced for her.
We're not talking about Neo Blake. We're talking about Cinder.
Yeah, Cinder. Yeah, like Cinder was like, the whisper, and then Emerald was like the translator.
Yeah.
I don't think she ever like physically lost her voice.
She might have recovered.
Hey, Danny.
He is dead.
Hey, Danny.
He is dead.
He's legit dead.
They found the body they pretty much examined the body to find out.
They covered that for purposes of not having bleeding guts all over. He's dead. He's on the operating table, dead.
Because if you look, he's pale as a ghost. That's what dead bodies do.
Yeah, they pretty much analyzing the body to find out who did it.
Yeah, because they have to see if Crow did it because he's being arrested for it. Trust me, he's dead.
Yeah. So I'm angry. Kind of.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because you can clearly compare him to like Winter, who is a very pale character. He's still much more pale, or like Robin, where during the crash they still showed that little bit of breathing animation, and with like I just they can remake him. I mean, I saw someone put a theory up on Tumblr saying that they might have tried, but it didn't take.
Okay, maybe.
And I was like, wow.
And no, Tyrion did not get a new voice actor. Josh Grell's really good.
Yeah.
What else? This was a shot that. Which one of you sent me this?
I think multiple. I know I did too.
Okay.
I didn't because you all sent that. I was trying to send ones that weren't sent in.
No, I just thought that was a really cool shot. That like that whole
I
shot.
love that whole thing, like the whole like pin. It was just each member.
I was gonna say, I do like this because I feel like this is just showing that Crow might have a little more involvement with the rest of the group now. But it's also interesting that these two characters share a spot because these two had different reactions to Clover's death. So I feel like this is prominent for a reason.
Yeah. I agree. I do feel like Crow's gonna have a slight relapse.
Yeah. I'm gonna see who gets.
I
to pick
don't
his
blame
teeth in
him
this one.
though, but
No,
he
not
might
at
have
all.
a small relapse.
Well,
but Robin's with him, so Robin might.
Well,
I
the
was
thing
gonna
is,
say, I feel
Crow, this is something Clover and I talked about earlier. Is if Chloe still feels guilty, really deep down about the death, it might come up as a lie with Raven, or not with Robin. There, it might show up as a lie, so they'd be like, "Oh, he did kill him."
That to me though would be breaking the rules of semblances, because she's never said if you feel guilty about it. It's been if you're telling the truth. It knows.
Like Crow will automatically tell the truth.
Yeah. Then
But if you think about something hard enough, your brain can actually chemically be like, "Oh yeah, this could be true."
True. The
more you, is your brain
going
to chemically change your semblance?
You never know, because it's like, we've seen it used maybe twice, and so you don't know exactly.
I get that, but is his brain physically going to go, yeah, I was the one that stabbed him? Well, because he point blank saw him get stabbed. He may feel guilty about him dying, but I don't think they're going to go, my brain is that messed up that I didn't see Tyrion stab a 3-foot sword through his chest.
Yeah, but he might say, like, it's all my fault that Clover's dead. And Ironwood could be like, you did it. You confessed. Because Ironwood's just that messed up right now.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to get at, but...
I don't know.
To me, that would make her semblance utterly... In my opinion, that would make her semblance utterly useless then. Because then they can never use it.
So I do have to agree with... I have to agree with Ty, because with how much Robin does rely on it, I feel like she wouldn't rely on it that much if that could affect it.
Because Yang could have lied to her.
She literally puts her hand out to anybody. Like, here, touch my hand.
Oh, I get it's a theory. 100%. I'm not saying it can't happen, but then I'm just saying that her semblance is useless for the entire show then. If that is true, it should not be trusted ever.
The thing is, Robin might use it to find out what happened, but Ironwood won't let, you know what I mean? Ironwood was just like...
Do you think Robin would let Ironwood near, even though it's in the opening, do you think Ironwood would let Robin anywhere near Crow because he knows what her semblance is?
From the intro, it looks like they're locked in the same cell.
Most of the stuff you see in intros usually never happened in the show.
Yeah, so I feel like they're separated, so there's no way like Iowa will let them be together because they can escape easily together if anything.
Just because you see it in an opening.
I know, but Ruby's one of the ones that kind of generally outside of Emerald and Weiss fighting, which they showed for 3 volumes and never happened. They actually show quite a bit that happens. That's just me. It's whatever. But okay, so let's actually start getting into stuff from the actual episode itself. That is the first big secret that's probably not going to get dealt with through the entire.
I feel like
volume.
I just feel like that's just going to backfire.
Considering
because the whole like no telling secrets, I feel like that's a secret that can backfire. And there's also the
fact Oscar's with 2 of the biggest people against Osmond right now, Aang and John.
Yeah, that is very true.
Oh.
I didn't think about that, but he didn't want to tell anybody. That's very true. We'll have to.
I do understand, like, he wants to know why Osmond was, like, fucking silent this whole motherfucking time.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand why, like, Oscar wants to get all the fucking answers before like, throws Osmond to the wolves.
You put handcuffs on Crow, he's a bird.
Yes.
Yeah. It's cool to see that there's at least storylines being done. I just don't hope it's another you lied to me for a whole entire volume and now we're pissed
that's
off
why
about
I saw that. I was like, that can go wrong again.
I hope that wouldn't happen. But anyway, yeah. The other big kind of plot detail setup.
That also, I was like, shit, man.
Yeah. And someone else showed, was that volume 5? It was volume 5 or 4, where they talked about as long as Yang said, as long as Ruby tells us what we should be doing, then we're gonna follow her because she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, like she's the leader. Like, you're gonna trust her. Now there's like doubt.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Again, I don't think it's like a literal civil war that everyone says is going to be their version of. I just think it's people are irritated.
Yeah, that's why like at first, that's why I was happy John stopped. I was like, all right, like, let's be like separate but equal.
No, I definitely agree with that. I like that a lot of these characters are stepping up and like giving a chance to listen to each other and voice what they think.
Yeah, that's what I would. That's why like that stood out to me because like it was offensive, but like it came from Yang, so like RWBY won't be like as offended as if like White said it or something.
Also, side note, look at the detail on the inside of that jacket.
Right?
I know.
This is what I mean. You could just see these little improvements that they're making every season, and it kills me how nice it is every time.
That's unnecessary. That is completely unnecessary.
That is a lot of modeling. Oh,
that's an afternoon worth of modeling right there. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. So before we get too much out of pictures, we'll exit that and just talk about like actual story plot details. So we got to see Cinder's backstory, so that was kind of cool. And they clarified something that I always wanted clarified because they never said if it could actually happen or if Cinder was just being greedy. When she tried to take another maiden power in Volume 5, Cinder's Emerald told Salem that Cinder modified the plan. I took that as she went nuts and tried to take the maiden power and not just the relic. And then
Cinder got power hungry.
Yeah, and then in the last volume, she tried to take another set, and that was not a plan made by anybody. So I always thought in my head, I'm like, what if she just like explodes from having too much power if she takes a second maiden set? But then Salem made it aware that she's literally the vessel for every single one of them. So that's not the case, and I was
like
wrong.
Pretty much like you're a fucking pawn. I don't give a shit about y'all.
You're the avatar that we're gonna kill later.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Speaking of not caring, they point blank said they don't give a shit about Watts anymore.
Yeah, I sent you that screenshot. I was like, you can really see how like Salem's just used. Like they all know they're being used, but they don't care.
Yeah, they're like very much aware of their situation.
Yeah,
I don't blame them for not leaving and like say like fuck you. I don't blame them, but still, like you're being a fucking pawn.
Yeah,
leave.
That just kind of blew me away. That was the first time where she was kind of like openly saying, "Yeah, oh well."
Like I just
she didn't say it technically, but yeah.
Well, I kind of had that theory ahead of time, being like, okay, these are just pawns. We're being introduced to them, and then suddenly, like, this is the first time we've seen Hazel since 5.
Yes, and yeah, that's
like we don't know what happened to him.
Yeah,
it's like what happened to him. We see him again. No, that just shows he's a pawn.
Wait, did we see him?
Did we see him?
No, we
like the end credits of a volume when Salem was making all the gram.
Yeah, he was in the other volumes. We just only saw like 2 minutes of him, so he basically wasn't there. Yeah,
he didn't even have a plot
anymore.
Yeah, yep, I get what you're saying.
Sure, he's a background character now.
I was kind of shocked that they were there.
Same,
because it kind of seemed like Salem was just going to go take care of shit on her own, and she was sick of other people. So it kind of shocked me when they showed up. But I will say though, going back to that, I'm not saying that I have a slight crush on Hazel.
So you do.
You do.
But
that outfit upgrade
on him?
That man is handsome. Look at that Chad of a man right there.
I know. I love that. I love the outfit. I love the upgrades with the outfit.
So I have to say this though, and I kind of hate that I'm agreeing with Ty. Yeah, look at those scars, guys.
Yeah, scars are sexy.
They are.
I just love it.
They're also showing. I also say that like since they're introducing him again, and they actually care enough to give these 3 outfit changes, that means they're gonna have something to do.
Yeah, they're gonna be relevant again.
Season.
Yeah, I was glad they did. I was kind of hoping that somehow Tyrion would get a new one too, because he's not had anything change outside of his tail since Volume 4, and he was on her ship. So
didn't he have a newer jacket last season? I know
he wore a jacket he wore a jacket for like a little bit, but I don't know if it was any different than that jacket he had in Volume 4 when he met the kids at first.
It was like a trench coat. I saw a video earlier. It was like a trench coat in Volume 4, and it was shorter in last season.
Okay, so I guess it was a little bit different. Who of the new ones do you like the most? I honestly really like Mercury's new look.
I like his jacket.
Yeah, that looks really cool. I really like that.
Emerald looks like she just came out of Prada.
I was gonna say, Emerald, she just looks like she's ready for the catwalk, and I'm living for it. I love it.
She's very stylish. She was the one that stuck out. Like, did you buy those? Like, these two look like they made them. Like Hazel and Mercury a little bit less. That looks like he had someone design it. This legit looks like she bought it from a store.
Well, she
It
fucking
still looks
stole
good,
it.
but
Look, she had to go do some retail therapy after Cinder left. Leave her alone.
She was shopping after Salem games. She got
did.
some
She
free
did.
maybe
stuff.
her and Coco.
Look,
Coco
Oscar
helped
did
her with fashion.
Can't she?
we'll end up seeing them like 2 volumes from now when they do the Vacuo arc. If you read the books, it actually shows that they basically are setting a bunch of shit up for when Team RWBY finally gets in. The books are really good.
Can't wait for that.
But yeah, I really like the new. It almost looks like Hazel has longer hair now because it looks like they're hiding a ponytail or it's really
I
slicked
think
back.
I was gonna say it definitely looks like swept back or pulled back.
It also looks like he
Isn't
has
there
a
a
19
backside
pack.
shot of these guys?
There might have been, but I didn't get a screenshot of it. Because you get the basically all you're missing. I don't know about the backside, but Emerald has pants and some massive platform heels, if I remember correctly.
Oh my God, how do you work in those?
I have no idea.
His outfit, 7 out of 10. Not enough belts.
Not enough belts.
He's got enough belts. Come on, you need belts.
Yes,
he's got one on each. Hold on, what the hell? I gotta bring that picture back up again. Focus on Hazel's crotch area here. He's got a weapon or something sitting back there. Unless that's another 5th belt.
Belts. Those are belts. Listen, Kingdom Hearts character.
There.
Belts.
No, I didn't even realize how many belts he had. Oh my God.
He does. He's even got a belt on his arm for no reason.
Belts.
That is
bringing in the old school.
That is a heroin needle belt right there. For when he's ready to inject the dust, he just. That's all that is.
I noticed that.
Oh God.
Kingdom Hearts.
Actually, looking at it, I think you were just seeing the side of the belt. I think that's the ground behind it because I'm looking deeper at it. It kind of looks like it's the ground in the background. If you look over towards Mercury's, it's the same dark color in the back.
Okay, I just thought I saw buttons. Either way.
You never know. He could have a really cool weapon.
That's what I'm
Look,
waiting
we
on.
know what you thought you saw, Ty.
Hey now. If it hangs out his backside, that man's got some anatomy problems.
He's got a secret tail we don't know about.
It's an anime, Ty. I'm just saying.
Oh, how dare you call this an anime? But it's made by a Japanese American. It can't be. Oh, we're not getting into that dumb discussion that I hate. Anyway.
So we're going to get into that discussion. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
No, that is a discussion for a separate video. And it's, oh my God. Danny's comment.
Oh my God, yes. That's his weapon, guys.
I want his weapon to be called a crotch rocket.
You know they were.
I don't encourage with his behavior.
Yeah.
It's a rooster teeth.
I encourage this behavior.
So Clover is confirmed dead.
No.
We all knew
Did you
it.
write? Did you actually write that?
Fucking
I
knew.
did.
I'm sorry.
I had to bring it up. I had to.
I knew he was dead because Ty was stalking him and killed him.
That's a really
Real
unknown if you
suicide.
don't watch my streams thing, but
Sorry,
I killed our Clover admin. All right.
I killed Clover. Wow.
I did. We got basically the setup is that Blake, Weiss, RWBY, and Nora are going to try and sneak into the Atlas military compound that's in the center of the town, and then Yang, John, Ren. No, I got that completely wrong. Penny is with RWBY and them.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
You
Yes,
were almost
Penny
there.
is
What did I screw up?
No,
RWBY,
Penny. You
Blake,
only
Because
missed Penny.
it's 4 and 4,
Weiss.
right? What did I screw up?
Nora,
No,
Penny
it's
are all
Penny.
together.
Penny is
Yeah, I was going to say,
on
Ruby has 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ruby
okay.
And
That's
then
what it was. Okay.
Yang, Ren, Oscar.
John and Oscar.
Oscar's the other one I forgot about. He's with them. Yes, that's true. So they're going to go and try and see what they could do to get all that fixed, and Yang's going to go get her bike. What excites me,
Yes, I
and
can't
I hope we see
wait.
more of, is that Pietro was very specific to say, I was working on upgrades for all of you.
I will admit, Bruce, one of the apps where they show those sneak peeks over the summer for the first episode, they have released a sneak peek for next week's episode.
Oh,
So where
I
you're
didn't watch it
going.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I came
didn't
across
watch
it by
yet.
accident. Yeah.
Oh,
I
no,
didn't
that's
know that.
fine.
So it is
normally print
knowledge
stuff
for
out.
everyone out there because it's been posted multiple times. So
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I just think normally they tag them at the end, but they're trying to really sell that new TV app that they got going. I haven't tried it yet.
It's glitchy. It's very glitchy right now.
Okay, I've heard some not so great things.
They decided to release it before the new episode of RWBY. That's smart.
Yeah, we got to see I get a small meeting. Speaking of Clover being dead. Oh, did I mention that again? I'm sorry.
Clover's dead. You're crying.
You really want to make me cry? I just realized
I'll make you cry. We didn't get to see Glasses Boy this episode.
Oh.
That's not who I was crying over. I was crying over Forrest, you bully.
Forrest is dead. Do you want me to bring that back up?
No!
Anyway.
I was kind of sad, but I was laughing because it became a fucking meme.
It was. Forrest was great.
I thought he was gonna be our cabbage guy. Again, my name is very fitting right now.
Yes.
I don't know if I noticed that.
Wait, who's the Glasses Boy?
Explain, Summer.
So in last volume, what was it? Literally just the first episode, I think.
He was in quite a few. He was in them for like 2 seconds each.
I'm not done talking, you two.
Okay, sorry.
Literally in the first episode, they introduce him as just being this jerky dude, along with his drunk friend. And like that's the.
Why do you care about the background character, you idiot?
Please, that was the stupidest question you've ever asked her. I have known her for years. She does this. She'll find a background character she loves.
Throughout volume 7, he kept popping up, so I thought he was gonna pay off or something or die, but he never did. He keeps popping up for literally no reason every time they show.
They like to reuse background characters.
Let me love who I want, Blake.
I love every time a new person ever gets into one of these episode reviews, they're always like, why do you like him? And she has to do this every time.
She does.
Fucking your shit over background characters.
It makes my day every time.
You have
my
follow-up
not on.
Don't ask follow-up questions like that.
I'm so glad you can't see my face.
I am now, because you'd be red as a brick house right now.
I'm red and I'm crying from laughing.
Oh, God. But the other main things that we got to see is that for a split second, Weiss thinks she knows an idea of how to get them up to Atlas. But she got interrupted right away.
Yeah, I feel like she still has some connections to the, with her family title. Don't know how well that's gonna go now.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
They could just ride that.
Wait,
the bee.
What if?
Bee.
Oh, I forgot his name. The butler helps them.
I was gonna say her butler.
I want to come back so badly.
It did say he got fired, so he could be down in Mantle. Oh yeah, I think Morgan wants to remind you of something, Summer.
What?
Oh, thank you.
Why are you all?
I'm just if Summer, you're gonna like another background character this volume. So you give us a warning or heads up, so I can make memes out of it.
Oh, I know who it is. Summer, you have to get attached to what was it, Possum Hands guy or whoever that gave Oscar that bowl.
That we'll never see again, or he might die. He's just a background character. No one cares about the background characters.
Guys, think about this. High fives would be way intense with that dude.
Yeah, they're dangerous.
Hey, we all know I like to get dangerous.
Okay, we're just gonna get Summer out of here.
I hate it. Okay, anyway, going back to the episode. She thinks she knows a way how to get up there. Ironwood was dumb enough to call all of them and think that they were going to answer anyone other than Penny. And then
oh god, that image I sent you with Penny concern. That's a move.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's
when you had it up before, I was thinking of like fucking memes.
Yeah. I was thinking of it as RWBY was the new boyfriend talking to the ex, being like, "Get away from my girl."
That's pretty much how it felt. She's felt like an overprotective girlfriend.
I ship them.
And we also saw that Penny was like, "Let me just go give her the lamp.
Yeah,
maybe she'll leave."
I feel so bad for Penny. She's just so conflicted with everything that
She just wants to help, but she feels like she can't.
That's what she was designed to do. Was to help.
She was designed to help, and now like she can't help anyone.
Were those bear hands though?
They look like mole hands.
They have really long claws.
Yeah, moles have long claws.
Yeah.
He looked way more like a mole.
His facial structure, yeah, showed off a mole too.
The entire man looked quite like a mole, not his hand.
Oh
the entire man.
Guys, wait, I have our crackpot theory.
Oh shit!
No! Wait till we get to that part of the episode.
I'm ready to like.
I'm just like, I have one.
God. Anyway, okay, so we see that Ironwood is starting to fully lose his marbles because I don't know if anyone read the update, but they admitted what Ironwood's semblance is, and it's OCD.
That's a great semblance.
His semblance, I believe it's like Iron Will or like something that basically means that, to where when he thinks about something it's a passive semblance like Crow's, to where if he thinks too hard on something, he becomes obsessed with it and only thinks of that thing.
Oh.
So he has OCD. And now I'm like, okay, that's going to be the reason why he goes nuts. I guess that makes sense. You could have worded it a little bit better, because I was like, so his semblance is a medical condition I've had for 30 years.
I don't remember reading about that.
They just released a random wiki article saying it. It was really random. But
I was thinking about, like, since he is the Tin Man, and the Tin Man kind of lost his way.
Yeah,
it's kind of, that's where he's losing his way.
I feel like that's more what happened. Like, he's losing his way, becoming more like less and less human.
He's literally becoming a Tin Man. Like, he lost his other arm now.
Yeah, like when he saw like his like robot arm, like shit, man. Like
is he gonna turn to Anakin Skywalker next and become Darth Vader?
Yes.
He's like
he's almost
the Terminator.
Except he'll build himself with a good suit on purpose, unlike what happened with Vader. Go look into that. Vader got built shittily on purpose just so he wouldn't kill Palpatine right away. That's not me making that up. That's actual lore.
No, it is.
Yeah, he then shot Chad. I used to know his full name. He's a voice actor that does Boomstick on Screw Attack. He works for Rooster Teeth.
Oh, I know.
I can't think of the character's name, but it's voiced by Chad something, and he shot him off the bat. So Ironwood is sexist, by the way. He said he would have shot Crow, he shot Oscar, and then he shot that guy. He didn't shoot the other one. Here we go.
I literally gasped when Ironwood did that.
I think we all did, because like none of us
strengthens his resolve, allows him to carry through with his decisions, helping James hyperfocus. There we go.
I mean, I kind of expected James to shoot somebody again. I mean, he shot a literal child, guys.
Well,
you think he won't shoot a grown man?
At that time, he thought it was Aspen, but still,
I get that, and I'm not going to say there's okay reasons to shoot children, but hear me out here. Oscar was trying to take the relic, so that was like, all right, he's trying to steal a mythical god object. This guy just wanted to say, James, why did you do that? Boom! He shoots him instantly without hesitation.
2 things that Ty just says he agrees on with Ironwood. Everybody,
hold on. Agreement is a strong word. Hold on.
Look out for Ty. He's gonna shoot the kids. We're gonna drive him insane.
Run.
Agreement is a strong, strong word.
Oh God.
I mean, he likes to go after me first in Among Us. Now I know why.
Oh no.
Now I know why.
They're trying to mess with my daughter.
Oh my God.
But anyway, before we get to theories, the last few things we have to really kind of talk about is that all the Aesops look like they don't exactly know who they're with. After all this, Marrow looked really depressed. Harriet actually had a genuine look of concern. The only one who seemed kind of zen and sort of with it were Elm and Vine. But Marrow literally looks like you just threw his favorite toy out.
I still think Marrow might be one of the ones to bitch, just because he's always been.
Yeah, I feel he's gonna dip out.
He's
like,
the baby.
I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help RWBY.
Like,
group, so
I still really think he will. I think Carriot might as well, but I feel like Vine in a why can't I think of her name right now?
Elm?
Elm, thank you. I feel like they've always kind of been shown to be the opposite of Ren and Nora. So where Ren and Nora are splitting apart, we see these two kind of on the same page.
Yeah, that is very true. There was a supposedly a deleted dialogue thing that Rooster Teeth talked about at one point, that during the fight with the Aesops, that Elm was actually going to make some kind of comment out of respect towards the team, towards Team RWBY, right before she falls out, before she like passes out. So she's going to be like the one that actually said something somewhat kind. Yeah, but they just didn't add it in for context, or they changed their mind of what they were going to do. And the other big thing we really need to talk about is the fact that Salem just said "Sick'em boy" to go get Oscar.
Oh yeah, Oscar's in danger, guys.
And if I do not get to see one of these flying monkeys, I'm going to be really irritated, because she didn't send one of them and she made like 100.
It's not time yet, Ty. Presentation. We've been over this.
But I feel like it'd be cool flying monkey picking up the Wizard of Oz and carrying him up to the castle.
Yeah, I just want to hear her say, "Get her, my pretties." That's all I want to hear her say.
Look, Ty, we know what you want to hear her say, but we're not in that kind
We're not gonna have that here.
Thank you,
I have seen enough hentais to know where this is going, and I've also seen the end of Volume 5, so she's into some stuff.
Kinky.
We know Ty's into some stuff.
Don't know what I look at Hentai Haven. So, anyway, theories.
Oh, Lord.
Genuine theories first, Summer.
Oh, what? Oh, can I be dumb now?
No, genuine theories first.
Oh, darn.
What's that kind of theories?
I kind of already said it. I do think Winter is going to have a little arc here, and I think it has a lot to do with both her background of how she was raised with a very abusive father and her viewpoints towards James, because during his little speech, he did tell her, "I don't know what I would do without you," and she looked down like she felt guilty. Mm-hmm. So I kind of think we'll be seeing her actually...
I feel like she might leave because he's...
Exactly. And she might team up with Harriet and Marrow and leave and get Crow and Robin out. I'm sorry, I still think Harriet and Marrow...
I was going to say, that was my theory too. Like, Marrow might like get Crow and Robin out and then bounce.
He has one of the most useful semblances on the entire show.
And he
has wasted it every time. It's gotten to the point where they had to have him outside of a building just so they could have a plot point happen. And the other time they had to have him forget his semblance for it to happen.
Look, he's a doggy. He doesn't know how to think all the time.
Okay, leave the blue doggy alone.
He has an opposite of Ironwood. He has the finger snap in the other direction, distract the dog semblance.
Don't be.
He has the fake ball throw semblance. I'm sorry.
Fucking rude, man.
Disrespect.
Maybe he needs a little training from Ruby and Yang, because Ruby and Yang trained as Y.
I wonder how he's doing. I kind of missed seeing Zai. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I wanted that to come back.
Yes.
Not Ty. No one cares about Ty.
A shockingly large amount of people don't know that Zwei is named how he is because of Cowboy Bebop. I learned that the other day.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that people don't understand that reference there. Or the fact of that's even why he's the type of dog that he is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, yeah. Anyway, Raven, you got any?
Yeah, I had to decide about which one to talk about. I feel like something really bad's going to happen to Crow to the point that, like, it's going to get back to Raven because Raven's connected.
Yep, with the feelings.
With the feelings. And so she's going to end up coming to his rescue with Ty. And maybe we'll get our Team Stark flashback.
I just want to say...
You're really on that high.
I could see Raven come.
No, I have a strange feeling they'll bring Ty. They'll have brand new outfits like everyone else, and Zwei will come as well.
I feel Raven, yes. I feel like Ty will be in this volume.
I was gonna say, I feel like Ty
because no one cares about Ty.
Nobody cares about Ty.
No one cares enough to cosplay.
People to care about him because he cares about everybody else.
He's irrelevant now.
Oh my god!
Thank you, Clover. Thank you.
Now, I will say,
I feel like more summer flashback.
If Raven does not show up in this volume after the tease they had at the end of volume 5, this or the next volume, there's basically no reason for her to show back up because it's just like Crow's going through the worst time of his life. So is Yang. What's the point of you having that semblance? It's instant teleport to your family member.
Yeah, I feel like Raven will just like pop up, help out, and then dip because Raven has like I want nothing to do with Salem, and that what she's doing.
What would be really great is if she just opened up a portal and then like kicked Ty through it and then walked away.
I can see that happening too.
Like, leave all of it again, Ty.
We all need to know what's happening with those two since he's just working in the garden.
If they've spent 6 months and he's still working in the garden, he needs. I don't know how he has children.
He's planting his seeds. He's planting his seeds.
It doesn't take him that long to plant seeds because he has 2 children that are almost less than a year and a half apart. He knows fast how to plant seeds. But saying.
18 plus dream.
Anyway, anything else other than that?
I'm pretty sure the Robin's group and then Yang and all them are going to get everyone in Mantle killed because they're going to move them to the crater. And if they remove that scepter and everyone's in that crater, everyone's going to go squishy squish.
I have a feeling that that's going to be a plot point regardless of what happens with it. We talked about that last time. They didn't go out of their way to go be like, hey guys, if they get rid of that thing, the whole city's going to fall.
They'll just put everyone right in the direct target. Just center of the target.
I have a really good feeling that that's going to be the thing where they're like, the whole city's falling and then someone's going to sacrifice themselves to stop it. That is the most called play that they've had for a long time. They're like, yeah, that's going to happen. And like you said, since they literally said, we're going to just take everyone from here and move them over there.
Oh, I love references like that.
But yeah, I'm shocked I didn't see a Tumblr meme for that because I was going to do it myself, but I didn't get it done in time.
Blake, are you on it?
There's so many memes I can make.
That one's really easy. Anyway.
It's an easy one.
Anyway,
that requires
the formula bad. I'm trying not to make the memes yet.
Okay, Blake. Other than the ones you guys kind of just talked about.
Based on that episode, pretty much everything that we said. Like I never had like any. I just more some like a main character might die.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with that intro, how they showed a lot of Ren and Nora, like the separation. I feel like something bad's gonna happen between them.
That is very true. We'll have to see it. Mine is basically something we already talked about with Watts finally getting past the protocols that Penny has set in by Pietro that they talked about.
They were like Watts can take over Penny.
Because they made a good point of they're like, well, you can't do it unless I say something. So it's just like he's just gonna find a way around it.
Yeah.
I really like the idea that they somehow get up to Atlas with help from Klein because I really do miss Klein. Man. One thing that I thought if it's just intro styling, because it was a very obvious shot. If we get to see that somehow one of their semblances is literally Zolworldo, because like they showed it in the intro, just stops.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
like it stopped. It was a Salem walk, and I feel that's gonna that's a sign like it's gonna stop and focus on like Cinder backstory.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And I hope that they honestly do something with. Or it's actually a plot point where the kind of like the falling through ice thing, if they actually honest to God do something like that, like somehow there's a grim creature underneath that ice.
That would be cool.
Reagan was in the mountain at Beacon just because it was there.
Yeah, I just feel like them falling was like symbolism. I didn't really like.
It probably is not. I just would really like that to happen.
Well, if you guys go back to the intro from 6, you saw the same thing happen with Crow, where he was taken in by the Grim. And we kind of saw that in one of the episodes. So you never know, we could see something like that in this episode.
Sure.
Yeah. That was 6 was when the farm happened, right?
Where they were traveling to John's family.
Yes, there's right before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could happen. I don't got much other than that. Other than this episode was very cut and dry. They don't leave a whole lot of things open ended.
Yeah.
Other than Weiss saying she knows the guy.
Yeah, the other thing, when they were in the hideout, there was like a giant ass picture of 2 people.
Oh yeah. That's
that picture.
I kind of need answers because yours is flexing that the whole time with no explanation.
The one with the eye patch, and then what did the other one look like?
It was a redheaded.
There was a photo of like 2 girls like together.
I'm gonna see.
I think, but they were just flexing that the whole time, and it bothered.
They did it just to bother you, Blake.
Well, from any CG show I've seen, if they do something like that, that's foreshadowing something.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I need answers, but
the other thing
it could have something to do with the founding of the group or of Robin's group.
Maybe it could be like we find a little bit more about Robin, maybe. But
well, there's also really. Go ahead.
I can't wait to see what kind of being comes out of the staff, because I'm going through my history of characters. We know Jin was a genie who had a staff.
Be some fairy tale stuff.
I have to ask though.
I'm trying to go through my brain.
I have to ask though. I would really much like there to be a being in each one of them, but has it been said that there's a being in each one of them?
If you look in the intro, you see smoke.
You see smoke.
Okay.
Just like how Jin came out.
And
I'm thinking about Axe. If they ever go back to Beacon, the Axe, you think of the lumberjack from Grandma Real Red Riding Hood.
You never know. What's his name? What's the stupid lumberjack's name from the fairy tale? Something
like speaking of real
Bunyan?
Yes. Just
that was the whole. Yeah, the giant buffalo to go with it.
But
we've
blue wool.
We've got Jin and Paul Bunyan.
Perfect.
Also, there was a shot we didn't talk about that was in that intro.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that shot. It's so pretty.
Do
you think that means anything?
No, I
think
it's
the only weapon left.
I mean, it's probably still leading up to that. RWBY might be the one to have a final confrontation with Salem. I still think that's going to happen.
Finish what her mother couldn't.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sword. Is B? I don't remember. One of them is 2 axes. Which one is it? If Beacon's a sword.
I thought Beacon's was the axes and the sword was
Beacon's symbol is an axe, yeah.
If you notice each of their symbols, like the Academy symbols.
Yep, I remember that.
Match the relics.
Well, no, that's
I know that. I'm just trying to remember which one was which.
The sword is the desert one, the one that was featured in the Afterfall Before Dawn. Bacchio, yeah.
Micro. Yeah.
Yep. Beacon is the 2 axes.
So if it's a sword, it must be King Arthur.
And then there's 3 swords in the one.
Which would make sense.
Oh, that's 3 swords. It must be the Musketeers.
Yeah.
Oh my good God.
And just for summers, it's going to be the Musketeers featured all the time in Disney with the ducks and the bird and the parrot.
Jesus. Don't give her any more duck things.
Duck.
I'm just waiting for the point when we see a duck faunus and she never gets over it.
She won't.
Look. If there's a duck faunus,
Morgan, it is an axe. I just looked it up.
No one cares about.
I'm gonna ship for that faunus,
it's 2
guys.
of them actually. But yeah, so
mark my words.
Summer, you have the crown is actually in Vacuo. They actually literally talk about that in a book.
Yeah.
There's a group called the Crown going after the crown. It's literally in the books. Just I'm saying that because Morgan
is also in the fairy tale. There's a whole story about a relic type of thing. That's the crown.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Diamond in the rough, one might say.
Oh my lord.
Anyway, Summer, you had a crackpot theory.
Oh God.
So we're still talking about how we have lots of betraying going on, right?
Oh no.
Mole faunus. He's a mole for Salem.
I hate you so much.
You know
guys, this was all for stupid fun. I'm so glad you left this till the end.
I hate you so much. All of that build up for that.
I hate how it could be real. I hate how it could actually be true.
And the fact that they
really
didn't make
hate it.
a more important character a mole just to have him be a mole.
I hate how it can work.
I'm getting traction here, guys. I'm getting traction.
I like how your crackpot theories are Austin Powers plot lines.
Basically. You're not wrong at all.
Anybody else have any crackpot theories?
Summer did it. Summer got mine.
Other than that, you're grounded.
No.
You can't ground your wife?
Yes, I can.
Dead.
She's in the ground. I did.
I'm 6 feet under.
I don't know if it's a correct theory, but I know like a lot of people like Summer isn't dead because he says like one never came back. So I want to know that. So like, what if he says randomly pops up and says
Grim Summer? My 4 horsemen of the apocalypse theory will still stand. We'll see Clover again, the Grim form. We'll see Pyrrha as a Grim. We'll see Summer as a Grim. And we'll figure out the 4th person.
I believe with 3 of those. I want
that theory with Nero,
but not Clover, because Salem. I don't even know if she knows who he is.
I want that theory to happen.
I kind of do, because she doesn't even know who Neo is.
I mean, that's a fair point.
She probably doesn't even know who Oscar is.
I want that theory.
Neo actually probably doesn't, to be honest, because she doesn't know him by name. They said go find him. She probably doesn't even know what Oscar looks like or what Ospen's form looks like.
Look, Salem can't be bothered, guys.
No, she can be bothered. She had to go in the mirror and go, I didn't show quite enough cleavage before. I'm going to make a good fine slice right here.
That's all she cares about.
Listen,
all know this.
I like that whole like see like this is how like she talks down like motherly. So something about it is like
right.
Crown grants
like even like her posture, like how she was standing and like talking to them and like the whole like motherly
Summer Shade Vault.
What?
The crown grants its user visions of the future. Visions in random cannot be controlled. Fall, beacon, destruction, sword, unknown, Summer Shade Vault.
The crown in the fairy tale book.
Yeah.
Oh
my God, that's what. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like, what if the Staff of Knowledge doesn't have a person? It's just a relic.
We'll have to see. That would be really cool if they all had beings, but it really makes, if they're going to have it in one, it made a lot of sense for it to literally have a genie in a lamp.
Hence why they were so important, and there's so much to hide, because each of them has some sort of magical power. So there has to be someone kind of controlling the power that goes with it. Like Jin's the genie, the holding the knowledge. You have like a creature who comes out who's able to build and construct, who can allow that power to happen.
Well, I'm waiting to see if that happens, because literally Salem and both of them said that you just take the staff and tell it to do blank.
Something
they relatively said it each time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just kind of feel there won't be like a person out of the Staff of Knowledge.
And also, to kind of back up that theory, I'm not saying that Rooster Teeth does not have money, but they don't have as much money as every other series does. If this was an anime made by like a bigger studio, I would guarantee there's going to be something in each one of those, because they would have the budget to do it.
Yeah.
That's the only, it's just like, that might actually be the biggest reason why they don't
like has like a, like a staff.
We'll see. Either way, what would be really cool is if maybe not all of them have something in them, but if when you get all 4 of them,
create a giant. Jin gets a new form.
Something happens. I don't know.
They form freaking Voltron.
You are just wanting Clover back. Stop it.
No,
what you're saying that for.
He wants me to be excited and have Clover back. He knows.
And also, if it brings Clover back, as soon as they change something else, Clover would be dead again.
Clover is dead. Move on.
What they should do is they should get the staff and they should bring Forrest back.
Please, okay, you know what? Let's bring back Forrest instead. Bye, Clover.
No, Forrest is dead. Move on.
You know what I actually would want to happen?
Adam isn't dead. He's gonna come back somehow.
What I actually would want to happen, and it won't happen because it would make me too happy, is if like at the end of this whole series, that like when they quote unquote win, however they do, that eventually before the relics are like gotten rid of, they get to use the staff one last time and Pyrrha comes back.
Or yeah, and then then they disappear like the way of Thanos in the stones.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. We'll see. Dude, I still don't know how this thing's going to end, but
I actually really like it.
It would, because you don't need to have her back in the whole show. You just get to see John have her. That would be really good to me. Because I'm not one of those people that are like, well, if he gets his girlfriend back, all of his character progression goes away. I'm like, so his brain goes Control-Alt-Delete for 4 years if he gets his girlfriend back? Like, no.
Yeah,
that's not how writing works. Anyway. It's... You just...
He says this every season. It's okay.
Every time we have one of these episodes, I get one of 3 comments. I want Clover to come back. I want more Team Stark, and I want Crow to kill Tyrion.
You leave me alone. It's not fair.
It's every time. I'm gonna start like Pacific Rim clock in the background over here that resets every time he makes one of those 3 comments.
Agree. Also, you can't forget about Forrest.
He's
well, that I would be resetting the clock every 5 minutes during an episode. If I was doing that this summer.
I would love to see
you
that.
would just do it to go, Forrest. Yeah, reset.
He's dead. Move on.
Is there anything that we forgot to mention? Because I cannot believe with how little actually happened in this episode, we are at over an hour right now.
Yes. You know what we forgot? Forrest is the best.
Did I remember when I said you're grounded?
Nope.
You're grounded.
We've been over this. I don't listen to you.
Crow versus Ironwood. That would be cool.
That I'd actually like to see.
I'd love to.
No, I'm sure we'll get that
much
again.
higher possibility of happening.
I feel like we'll get that.
Would it be really good if Crow chopped off both of his prosthetic arms? If he literally Anakin'd him?
I mean, Obi-Wan to Anakin. Obi-Wan.
Well, when you Anakin somebody else, that means you do what you did. If you Obi-Wan'd him, he would make him old. Maybe?
He'd make him
I don't know.
old.
Either way. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I watched Star Wars, but none of this makes no sense.
This is what we call an intro from a really weird plot line.
Yeah, exactly. It's the reference hour.
I'm still obsessed with that opening.
Well, we'll talk about that yet. That's very true. I am about the only person that feels this way from what I'm getting. I was not really feeling the music from the intro.
No.
I really liked the video, but the music just felt like it was kind of one level through the whole way through, and then it kind of just stopped. Every volume they've had, it was very crescendo-y, and then it built up to a big moment and ended. This one just kind of went.
I think they're at their big moment, and then.
No, I agree with that. I was more impressed with the visuals than I was the music.
Visuals
the visuals
awesome.
got me. Like,
their visuals gave me that meme that's going around where it's how it started, how it is, That's literally what I got from like seeing the girls and seeing their like past selves.
Like when they showed like all four of them, like with like how they like pretty much like how they started, how they're going, how they are. I'm really hoping they like do that again for like the final volume.
Oh yeah. Oh, they will.
Like if they do that again for the very last like intro, that'll have a very strong impact.
Oh yeah. I have a feeling they will. Like the volume 7 version where they went through all 3 of their costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
something like that. They do that again for the very last volume. No, like I'll cry.
And this was also the most, I want to say, different opening they've ever done. There was like a lot of different art styles, like that never not happy, like the whatever.
I actually liked that.
I liked it a lot. It was just this was the most different they've done. I thought that was really cool. They're like branching out.
I thought the intro was really dark, which really can foreshadow what's going to happen.
Yeah, I liked it.
It reminded me a lot of their volume 3 one.
Yeah, how dark it was.
Bad things are going to happen, you guys.
It's almost guaranteed. Like I noticed a lot in when I talked about the earlier volumes where we talk about his like, oh, they're gonna kill characters because they like to. They actually really don't.
They really don't know.
Yeah, that got into a lot of people's heads at the early starts just because, like, technically, did anyone that had a name given to them on air on the show die in volume 1?
No one
No one died
important.
till like volume 3. That's when it
'Cause he's-
fucking. That's
Well-
when like it got started.
I was like, I can't think of any background people that died in volume 1. I'm pretty sure
Like-
anyone who died was a robot.
Yeah, the only one that I come up with from volume 2 that had a name was Tuxin. Like they actually murdered somebody on screen. That was the first time where I was like, okay, that guy's dead. Like he wasn't just beat up or anything like that. Happily never after. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then in volume 3, it was Penny for a little bit, Pyrrha, and then I want to say, he was a member of
Torchwick?
Team Torchwick. It's the member of Team Auburn. No, not Auburn. Team Bronze that got carried off by a griffin.
Oh, yeah.
I can't
I don't
think of
remember
his
who it
name,
was, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I want to say it was either like Nolan or I can't remember his name. It was the dude that had like the pink dreads and like the assault rifle. No, no, it was the guy that had the gold spinning blade.
A background character died, and now no one cares about him.
You know
That's why
what?
we
Blake?
should move on.
Blake.
Oh, this is going to be an
love
ongoing
forever.
thing that I look forward to. Anyway, and then we had
Move
technically
on.
Austin
No.
technically died, but got reincarnated again. And then Cinder, if she wouldn't be how she was, would have gotten fried because she like got her arm blown off, which is still kind of weird. But anyway, then in volume 4.
Lots of people died in 4. Just no one.
Everybody
Roy
did.
Stallion. Thank you very much. It was Roy Stallion. That's who it was.
Like
Who all
season
died
4,
in volume 4?
There were so many.
Just-
I can't remember.
Just a lot of like people in the villages and whatnot when they
Yeah.
were.
Oh yeah, all the people on the Huntsman list, wasn't it? Or am I thinking way too far ahead?
No, Crow
No, that
did
was-
have his he did have a
that's the
contact
follow-
list. And you saw him.
Yeah,
for-
No, that was
Everybody-
the following part. We're talking about 4.
I don't know.
And
I can
4
tell you
is
died in
all
5.
the villages.
Or
that-
wait, hold on. I'm
Urban
trying to
Impact.
think here. No, that was in volume 5, wasn't it? Because in volume 4 was their entire time trying to get over there.
Yeah, that's
And
what I
then
was
they
saying.
fought the. Did anyone die in volume 4?
Not major
No one in
wise.
4. That's why I said it was literally just random people in villages while they
It
were
was the
traveling.
random
Okay.
background characters nobody cares about.
I'm just
You know what,
trying
like,
to think
I'm
here.
gonna make a memorial thingy.
Hold on. Okay, then 5
yeah,
we had
And 5 it was the Huntsman's list.
the whole Huntsman's list: Vernal, Lionheart.
Good.
Who did you say?
I was thinking.
I just
Lionheart.
said good.
Oh, yeah, Lionheart.
I think that was it.
Yeah, and then
Oh wait. Fennec from the White Fang. He died too.
Who?
One of those 2 White
Oh,
Fang members.
Yeah, Fennec died,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
like
the
Sienna
leader.
died.
Leader of the
Sienna.
White Fang, like that
Sienna.
lady. I felt bad because she was
Sienna.
cool, and she died for
Yeah.
5 minutes. I was like, oh, that sucks.
She was one of my favorite designs in the entire show. She was.
I know,
awesome.
like, I'll
He was
fuck you 5
everyone's
seconds of
favorite
fame.
design.
But you know, we all moved on after that.
No,
Yeah.
we did it, Blake. Fight me. I will. You know what? Next week, my picture's gonna be Forrest, just
Oh,
to
it's going to be,
spite
just
you.
to
It's gonna be.
And then volume
That doesn't
6.
mean the force is dead. Move on.
Volume
No.
6 had Adam.
Good.
Nobody, no death.
Nobody.
I'm
When
one of those
when
people.
every
There was
writer in the entire
nobody who's
show
not dead.
went, no, he's dead, I believe them. I do not need to see a single damn thing of Adam ever again.
There was
I
think it was
nobody.
just-
There was nobody.
I think
There
it was
was no
just Adam.
body. There's no body for Pyrrha either.
They didn't really do anything.
I'm one of
Uh,
those people. I don't think Adam's dead.
okay.
Yeah, I
and
think
then
it
we
was just
had-
Adam.
It was just Adam, and then we had volume
Um,
7.
You forgot the major character, Yang's
Oh yeah, the
bike.
dude that got
Fucking
carried off
horrible
on the
people.
Oh
train.
yeah, I'm
Dude,
sorry.
Your
Bumblebee
fucking
died.
bike.
Bumblebee
God.
died.
Bumblebee.
No, guys.
Bumblebee.
Oh, there
Clover
we go.
just pointed out, it was like the Dudley dude, the Dudley and Dee. One of them died. Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
he got carried off by the Grim.
Yeah, and then nobody cares because it was
Oh,
a
that's
background character.
Look, that one I'll give you because he was annoying.
And a background character, so we all moved on.
You know what else died?
You're
The gift that RWBY was going to give Yang that they never went back to.
That's why I love you, Blade.
I want to know what the present was.
I think they just said it was. I think they said it was something that was not sequential because they kind of gave up on it. The farm people.
They said that whole scene where like RWBY got like a gift for Yang. They said like there was a whole scene. It was like friendship bracelets, but they cut that scene out due to time.
Yeah, it was just friendship
bracelets. Yeah, it was friendship bracelets, but they cut it out due to time.
Were they actually named in Volume 6? Their
they
farm
named the
was
family.
Named.
Yeah, the family farm.
The family name, but I can't remember what the family name was. Because I know for the longest time people were thinking Tortrick and Neo came from there.
Well, at least Tortrick, because they have a random kid.
That whole theory, yeah.
A redheaded kid.
The redheaded kid that wasn't there and the rest of the family's dead. That one I actually thought's a really good theory, because that makes sense. I could see Torchwick just leaving and becoming a gangster. Brunswick. And also, that was the other thing. It was Brunswick, and he would have changed his name to Torchwick. That was another one. And then in 7... Clover died. And
Clover dead. And you know, the background characters you don't care about.
I still want to say they killed Forrest to prepare me
the
for
Winter Maiden that we were introduced to died in that one.
Oh yeah, the Winter Maiden.
But we all knew that she was.
Oh yeah, the Winter Maiden did die.
She was like ancient.
Yeah, I mean she was old, guys.
Yeah, like we knew.
She was a boomer like Ty.
Okay, he's also well beyond boomer age. It is well established now after that comment that you guys do not know the age range for a boomer at all.
Ty's a boomer.
Guys,
Ty's
the Winter Maiden.
Oh, I like that.
Guys, anyone who are fact checkers, if my birthday makes me a boomer, it makes all of them boomers because we're in the same age bracket.
But I'm younger than you and her.
It don't matter. You're still in the same age bracket.
You're an age bracket.
That's 3 weeks younger.
Your face is an age bracket. All right, this is getting out of control. We got way past what I was hoping in that. We're going to have to buckle it down for the next episode because this was going towards an hour and a half. All right.
That's a good thing, though.
I know. It's just we had a lot of rambling.
We like crack theories. And we like to tell people who is dead and who is not.
And who's the best.
Clover's dead. Move on.
No, I will never.
Anyway.
He's lugged right out. I mean, come on.
You might want to cut the feed.
At the end of each episode, because I appreciate the people that do these with me, I like to give about a good minute to everyone to basically drop whatever they do or whatever they're doing where people can find them so they can kind of advertise themselves. Blake, I didn't tell you about this, so if you're not ready for something like that, that is fine.
I wish I had thought about this earlier.
Yes,
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
I wasn't prepared. You was just like DM me like, "Hey, we're gonna do like a breakdown tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay." Then I'm like,
"Oh no," because
like, "Oh yeah, you have that picture." Like, "Oh, okay, I guess I had that picture."
Hold on.
Because I have a pretty graphic, pretty graphic thingies.
Hold on.
That I could have sent Ty for this, and I didn't think about it.
Hold on. To be fair, I told you at 9:41 yesterday. That's basically Thursday.
If I sent my pretty graphic things right now,
you did it like last night.
If you send it to me right now, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that while you guys are talking.
Yeah. All right. So Raven, go ahead.
I guess since I'm the first one, you guys can still find me. Same spot. I know some of you already found me. Fiery Summers Cosplay on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you for those who did follow me recently. Thank you. I know where you all came from, so yeah. All right.
I know where you came from. That's creepy.
Monica, I love you.
Wait, Monica's here. Where?
No, she's not here, but she follows me.
She was
on
earlier.
all my sources.
Okay, I sent you 2 things, Ty.
Really?
What?
Really?
Oh.
You would.
I sent you my thing.
So I have Summers.
I have 2 though. So do the first one.
You have 2? Do the first one? Okay.
So you can follow me as Race. Shut up! I forgot that he was in there.
You did put a key.
Guys, shush! You can follow me at Ray Sketchit on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, where I post mostly fan art. or Facebook for my cosplay photos. Okay, do the next one.
Okay.
Next slide, please.
I just need to make sure so that I don't blurt your name out if you don't need me to. So I'm going to go back off of that. Hold on 1 second.
No, that's fine. I literally just made this one today.
Yep, that's fine. Screen share. Right, there we go.
Boo. That's mine.
No, that's Blake.
Where'd you send me the other one?
Same
Literally right after. Right there. That's
it. Sorry, it was really small. I apologize.
Genius.
Go!
Good job.
Go, baby, go. There we go.
I have a new Tumblr blog just for RWBY titled Summer Ray.
Wait, where he's gonna bitch about characters that are dead.
Actually, yes, and for page followers, if you guys don't have your own places to share work, you can submit it to me, and I'll use my blog as a way to source it out to you to show on the page.
There you go. I like that.
Because not all our fans have their own social media presence.
They do not, and will help in any way possible. It's because we can't do a whole lot, but if we can help out, we will.
And you can follow me. I make a lot of Kingdom Hearts memes, so you can follow me on social media as Nominate. I'm mostly active on Facebook. Don't look at my other stuff. I'm very inactive. I can't keep up. I can't keep up with my social media.
I'm not fancy.
If you like background characters better, Blake.
Oh, excuse me. Nominate is not a background character. Amateur.
Okay, that's going to be an argument that we got cut. Anyway, you can find me everywhere at Organoid0, which is going to be really weird that this is the channel that it's uploaded on. So if you weren't watching this live, you already know that. And you can also find me on Twitch, where we kill each other in Among Us every Friday or play Jackbox and then try and kill each other there just with points.
And make fun of Todd because he's a boomer. It's very fun.
And voting Blake because she's always sus.
Yeah, pretty much.
And me manipulating everyone because I'm the imposter and manipulating everyone.
Yes.
It's very fitting of your character name.
It is true.
Here it is.
All right. I don't know if all of them are going to take an hour and a half, but this was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Depending on how long the episodes are.
Depending on how long the episodes are, yeah, that's very true. Like
how much we have to yell about.
Vary in length.
So we learned that Clover's dead. And we all need to
Why are you so mean to me?
That's what we learned today. You learn something new every day, guys. Clover's
dead.
Yeah,
Blake's mean.
The more
Who said
you know.
I was nice?
My heart.
Exactly.
I will have this likely uploaded on Monday because I've got other stuff that I upload on Sundays. So look for these every Monday on my YouTube channel if you want very little editing to be done to them, just an intro and an outro. So
as in he's very lazy to put in work.
Yep.
Well, if I don't need to. Unless you'd like me to cut out a bunch of stuff.
Maybe.
All right, we will see
Cut
you
out every
all
time
next
some
time.
are mentioning background characters and how much she's attached with them. Cut that out.
Rude.
We will see you all next time.